Everyone wants to move fast. Fast results. Fast money. Fast success. Fast transformation. We live in a world addicted to speed. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Speed means nothing if you can't keep moving. A rocket burns through its fuel in minutes. The sun has been burning for billions of years. Which one has more power? Think about that. The goal isn't to explode with intensity. The goal is to become impossible to stop. Too many people begin their journey like a wildfire. The first week, they're in the gym every day. They wake up at 5 a.m. They read 3 books. They work until midnight. They tell everyone, "This is the new me." Then 2 weeks later, they're gone. Not because they weren't capable, because they built intensity instead of endurance. Listen carefully. Your future isn't decided by your best day. It's decided by the days you almost quit, but kept going anyway. Imagine a soldier preparing for a 100-mile march. If he sprints the first 5 miles, everyone will admire him. Until mile 20. That's where reality begins. The strongest soldier isn't the one who runs the fastest. It's the one who still has strength when everyone else has collapsed. Life isn't a sprint. It's a campaign. And campaigns are won through consistency, not bursts of emotion. A river teaches this lesson perfectly. It doesn't rush through the mountain in one day. It flows patiently, relentlessly, day after day, year after year, until even solid rock gives way. Not because the river was stronger in one moment, but because it refused to stop. That's how greatness is built. Not by one extraordinary effort, but by ordinary effort repeated relentlessly. A lion doesn't chase every animal it sees. It chooses wisely. It conserves energy. It understands something humans often forget. Every battle costs something. If you waste your strength proving yourself every day, you'll have nothing left for the battles that actually matter. Discipline isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things, long enough for them to change your life. Most people confuse excitement with commitment. Excitement is loud. Commitment is quiet. Excitement says, "I'll change my life overnight." Commitment says, "I'll still be here next year." One burns bright. The other burns forever. A blacksmith doesn't swing the hammer as hard as possible until his arms give out. He finds a rhythm. Strike. Pause. Strike. Pause. Hour after hour. The sword isn't forged through reckless force. It's forged through sustainable repetition. Your habits should sound exactly like that hammer. Not chaotic. Rhythmic. Reliable. Steady. Think about a marathon. Nobody remembers who sprinted the first mile. They remember who crossed the finish line. Success works exactly the same way. The beginning impresses people. The ending changes lives. So stop trying to impress everyone with how hard you're working today. Focus on whether you'll still be working 6 months from now. Fire gives us another lesson. Throw an entire forest onto a flame all at once, and most of it goes to waste. Feed it one log at a time, and it burns through the night. Momentum isn't created by doing everything today. It's created by doing enough. Every single day. Storms expose people who rely on emotion. When motivation disappears, their habits disappear too. But those who built routines instead of excitement keep moving. Rain or sunshine, good mood or bad mood, success or setback. Because discipline isn't emotional. It's structural. Imagine climbing a mountain carrying twice the weight you need. At first, you feel strong, confident. You move quickly. Then exhaustion arrives. Every extra pound becomes another reason to stop. That's what unrealistic routines do. They feel powerful until they become impossible to maintain. Don't build a life you can't sustain. Build one you can repeat. Again. Tomorrow. Next month. Next year. An eagle doesn't flap its wings wildly every second to stay in the sky. It glides. It understands efficiency. It uses the wind instead of fighting it. Wisdom isn't always about working harder. Sometimes it's about working smarter, so you can keep working longer. Your system should give you energy, not constantly drain it. 1 year from now, nobody will care how motivated you were for 1 month. They'll notice who stayed consistent, who kept showing up, who refused to disappear when the excitement faded. Those are the people who build extraordinary lives. Because extraordinary lives are built through ordinary discipline. Over and over and over again. So stop asking yourself, how much can I do today? Start asking, what can I repeat for the next 1,000 days? That question changes everything. Anyone can be intense for a weekend. Very few can remain disciplined for years. That's why consistency is so rare. And that's why it pays so well. Remember this. Fast success that burns you out is slower than steady progress that never stops. The strongest oak tree didn't become massive in 1 season. It grew ring by ring, storm by storm, year after year, quietly, patiently, without applause. Your life deserves the same patience. Don't rush the process. Respect it. Because the goal was never to move the fastest. The goal was to become the person who never stops moving. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose consistency over speed, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will stay disciplined long enough to achieve everything you set out to accomplish.